Hello everyone, I'm Abhishek Keshravani from ABES Engineering College, and in this video lecture I'm going to tell you about the polymorphism in Java. So basically, what is polymorphism? So polymorphism allows us to perform a single action in different ways. Means you can perform the different ways by which, but the task is different, but the name is same. Suppose, for example, I have to calculate the area. So here I have not mentioned the area of which particular shape. So area of rectangle also we can consider, area of circle also we can consider. So means we have to calculate area, but for calculating the area, we have different arguments, we have different parameters. So in Java, the polymorphism allows us to define an interface that have the multiple implementation. Means with the same name, we can have the multiple implementation. So the word basically polymorphism means that the poly, that means many, and morph means forms, means we have different many forms. So how we can achieve polymorphism in Java? Let's see. So basically there are two types of polymorphism that Java supports. The first one is the compile time polymorphism, and the second one is the runtime polymorphism. So here we have the compile time polymorphism. So what is compile time polymorphism? So it is also known as the static polymorphism. And this type of polymorphism is achieved by function overloading or operator overloading. Means here we have two different ways by which we can perform. Here we have the function overloading or operator overloading. But here you can note that Java does not support the operator overloading. C++ supports, but Java does not support it. Okay, so here we have the method overloading, or we can say function overloading or method overloading. Okay, so basically when you have to achieve the compile time polymorphism, so Java have the concept of method overloading. So what is method overloading? So when we have different multiple methods and with the same name, but we can have the different parameters, then these methods are said to be overloaded. Okay. So methods can be overloaded by changes in the number of arguments or change in the type of argument. Okay. So we will practically implement this and see how we can perform method overloading. The next type is runtime polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism is achieved and it is also known as dynamic method dispatch. So here we have a concept of runtime polymorphism, or we can also say dynamic method dispatch. And in this process, when a function called to the overridden method is resolved at runtime, means at runtime, that particular method when you call, then it is decide which particular method is called basically. So this type of polymorphism is achieved by method overriding. So in Java, we can achieve polymorphism that you can achieve by the method overriding. So we will practically see how you can implement the runtime polymorphism. Okay. So we have method overriding in Java in which we have the subclass and have the same method that is declared in the parent class also. That is, it is a method overriding. Means when we have the same method with the same parameters and that particular method overrides the method of the parent class. This is what we call method overriding, and it is used to provide the specific implementation of a method that is already provided by its superclass. And this method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism. Means you can see here that the method overriding, it is used for the runtime polymorphism. Yeah. So we will practically see how we can do method overriding, and for this we need the inheritance, the concept of inheritance also. So there are two rules by which you can achieve method overriding. The first method is must have the same name as in the parent class. Means the name of the method in the parent class and the child class must be same. And the second is method must have same parameter as in the parent class. These two are the rules that you must follow for implementation of the Java method override. Okay. So let's practically do these two tasks, method overloading and method override. So here we have a project CTL oops, and we have this main method. So let's first see. So first we are going to do the method overload. Okay. So here we have this particular class A. And in this particular class, I'm going to create the method name as sum. Okay. So here create public. And inside this, we pass two parameters. And here we have generally what we have, we will declare one variable z and do this y. Here we will write z. Okay. So here we will have the output addition of two numbers. We can also give sum is this. Okay. So we have this method, and inside this we have addition of two numbers. Now next here you can see addition of three numbers, but here what we will do, here we define the name of a particular method is same, but we have three different parameters. Or you can say here, you can see here that here we are receiving two parameters. The name of the method is sum here also, and the sum also. Means we can have the two different methods, the same name, but with the different parameters. Okay. You can also change the data type also. So you can also change like you can also do it double also. Okay. So here we have these two methods, and here you can see this sum method. What will do? It will do addition of two numbers, and this method will do the addition of three numbers. Okay. And here the sum is printed. Okay. So now we'll see how method overloading works. So in this main method, first we will create the object of class A. Okay. And in this, I'm going to call the method sum. So suppose here if I pass two numbers, 12 and 13, okay, then the addition of two number will perform. Here you can see the output also. Here you can see that sum is 25 is printed. And suppose I want the addition of three numbers. Okay. So here we have the addition of three numbers, and when we have two different methods with the same name but with the different arguments, so here what will happen? It will perform the method overloading, and this is the concept by which we can achieve the method overloading. Now you can see. So here you are getting the addition of two numbers, that is 12 plus 13, and here you are getting the addition of three numbers, that is 12 plus 10 plus 20, that is 42. So this is the concept by which we can achieve the method overloading. Okay, here the method overloading actually. Now for method overriding, we need two classes. Okay, so let us suppose we will remove this method here, and here we have this method in class A, and in class B also we have the same method with the same argument type and the same number of arguments also. And here what we have done, here the class B extends A, means here the class B inherits the parent class A. Okay. So let's differentiate how we can differentiate. So here we'll change the message sum in class B. Okay. And in class A, here what we will do, here we'll do sum in class A. Okay. So here we have two different methods, and these two methods are exactly have the same functionality, but with two different messages. So how we can differentiate whether which method is called? So for that purpose, I have just changed the message in the this particular output. Okay. So now here you can see, if I create the object of class A, so what will happen? You can see here. So the sum in class A is 25 is called. Okay. But when I create the object of class B, so this particular sum method overrides the method of the class A, and this particular method is called, and we can ensure with this particular output also. Okay. So here just create the object of class B. Object of class B. Okay. And now I'm going to run this again. So here you can see that sum in class B is 25. Okay. So this is the way by which you can implement the concept of method overriding. What will actually done here? What we have done here basically, first we have defined the class A, and inside this we have defined this particular method, and this particular method that is defined in the parent class, it is overridden in the child class. So here we have the class B, and we have inherited the class A, and we have the same implementation, but we have changed the message here just to ensure which method is actually called. So here you can see when I created the object of class B, so the previous method is overridden by this particular method, meaning the class A method is overridden by the class B method. This is method overriding in Java. So this is a practical implementation of the method overriding. These are the references that I have taken while recording this video lecture. Thank you for being patient listening. In the next video, we are going to learn the more concept of the abstract class and interface. Thank you.